Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, y'all, we are going to be talking about a returning favorite for a lot of people that came back from Bath & Body Works for SAS, this summer SAS, and she is none other than Fruity Sherbet Scoop. Yep, Fruity Sherbet Scoop. I said it before in a few other videos in regards to this collection's packaging. It definitely leaves, it's screaming like Walmart for some reason. I don't know why, but it is, or like the dollar store. But I know packaging is important to a lot of people. Me, I care more about what's the juice inside, and we're gonna get into that. Scent notes on Fruity Sherbet Scoop are Rainbow Sherbet, Zesty Orange, and Sun-Kissed Strawberry. I love this one, y'all. No shade to you, girl, but I love this one. Yes. You know what it smells like? It reminds me of literally like rainbow sherbet that comes in the tub. That, you know, the frozen treat, rainbow sherbet. That's exactly what it smells like to me. And I freaking love it. You definitely get notes of strawberry, but the orange and then that lime. It is freaking amazing, and I love it. Now, in regards to longevity, I've gotten about maybe 2 to 3 hours wear out of it, depending. I'm sure the cream is probably fabulous for extending that life, but yeah. So far as the spray itself, about 2 to 3 hours, give or take. Before we get too much further, today's lip look is of course by your girl, Banger Beauty by Mary, and it is Princess. Yep, Princess is a very sheer bubblegum pink. Yep, and she actually smells and tastes like bubblegum. Yes, so make sure you get over to Banger Beauty by Mary and get you some Princess. She looks great on just about every skin tone possible, y'all. Yeah. Let's hop back into this video, though. Y'all. First one I wanted to compare it to was last year's version of Fruity Sherbet Scoop. Yep, this was last year's version. I will say the packaging, much better, in my opinion, last year. I got a hella dent in her. She's about right there, right there. Scent notes are the same. And I will say one thing. I think this year's version, they amped up that citrus note in here. Because last year's was more of like strawberry and like a muted orange. Whereas this year, I feel like the lime and the orange are both very zesty and prominent, with the strawberry being a little bit more in the back. Yes, last year's longevity was about the same. I mean, about 2 to 3 hours. I loved last year's version, but I gotta say, I think, old girl, they brought her out better than ever. I ain't gonna lie. What do you guys think? If you had last year's, or you smelled last year's, do you think this year's version is a little more citrusy, a little more zesty? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. We have some comparisons. You know your girl couldn't help herself. I couldn't. One that it's being compared to like a lot, and I've seen this a lot, is none other than Tutti Frutti Candy. Yep. This is, I believe, the version from 2022. This is 2022's version, y'all. Dang. Scent notes are sweet jelly beans, mixed berries, and sugared lemon. Now, y'all, it is fire, but it is not, in my opinion, Fruity Sherbet Scoop. This is definitely like lime, especially this year's version, lime, orange, citrusy, fruit sherbet, exactly. This, to me, smells like jelly beans, like legit like jelly beans. Scent notes are sweet jelly beans, mixed berries, and sugared lemon. I do love this scent a lot, like a lot. She is fire, but she definitely smells like jelly beans. And speaking of that, this year's version of Tutti Frutti Candy, which I do have back there, actually, I think they amped up that jelly bean scent, if I remember correctly. I have to go sniffer here in a minute, but from what I remember, when they re-released Tutti Frutti Candy, the jelly bean factor was upped this year in that version, whereas this one, it was a little milder in comparison to the one they just brought out last Easter. But she's still fire. But she's not Fruity Sherbet Scoop, girl. There is a difference between a frozen treat sherbet and frackin' jelly beans. There's a big difference. Yes, this one is much zestier. Now, y'all, I gotta say, this next one about took me out a little bit. I can kind of see the comparison a little bit to the untrained nose, but to the sniffer connoisseur that I am, it wasn't hitting for me, baby. It wasn't. They were comparing it to Enchanted Candy Potion. Yes, Enchanted Candy Potion. Y'all, really? Scent notes on Enchanted. We only saw this girl one time. One time she came out, and we never saw her again. She was released in 2022. Scent notes were spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. I freaking love this one. Yo, it's so good. It is like super sugary sweet. Berries, you get a sugar note. It's kind of a slightly comparable to Boardwalk Taffy, a tiny bit. However, this definitely has an increased candy, like not Pez candy, but almost like it kind of reminds me of Smarties. Smarties candy mixed with cotton candy and more berries. That's exactly what this smells like. Yes, and I freaking love this one. That's all I have left of this one. I hope they bring her back again because she was freaking fabulous, yo. Fabulous. It does something good to me, baby. Something good. But in comparison to this, no. Again, this is super citrusy, bright, zesty citrus. Yes, and this, there ain't nothing like, there's no citrus in this. It literally is candy, Smarties candy, berries, and cotton candy all mixed together is what I get in here. Now, the last one I want to compare it to is one that I can almost get on board with, baby. She was brought out one time, although there are a lot of scents that are very comparable to this, and it's Bora Bora Citrus Surf. Yep. The packaging on this collection was fire! That was that tropical collection that came out in 2020. Of course, when the world went crazy. It was the same one that we had a lot of good ones in this collection, a lot of them. Island Margarita was out in this one. We have Bali Black Coconut Sands. We had a lot of good ones in this one. But, of course, they did not have the scent notes on the bottles. But you know I got the cream. Scent notes are sugared lemon, dewy water fruit, and vanilla bean. I love this one because it's such a bright citrus, but you definitely get notes of vanilla like way in the back. It kind of gives it a slight creamy vibe, and I love that mixed with the citrus. It's gorgeous. In comparison to Fruity Sherbet Scoop, though, I would go so far as to say they're half siblings. I will say they are half siblings. The big difference being that in Bora Bora, you can get that very slight, I'm talking slight, vanilla note way in the background. And Fruity Sherbet Scoop definitely it packs more of a punch in that citrus zesty department. So are they close? Yes, they are close, but they're not exact dupes. They're half siblings. They're half siblings. They got the same daddy, the same DNA, baby. All right? Yeah. What did you think of Fruity Sherbet Scoop? Did you pick her up? What did you think? What did you think in regards to last year's version? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to get your butt over to Banger Beauty by Mary and get you some princess. Treat yourself like a princess, girl. And we are finally at that part, y'all. We're finally at that part. Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.